There's something up there. I saw it moving. Oh, what is that? Welcome back to the Long Dark. We are on Coastal Highway in the Quonset Hut, and we are on our way. Don't need this anymore. Blew out. We are on our way to our home base. We decided to make our home base in the fishing cabins instead of Quonset Hut because it's just too wolfy around here for my tastes. So we gathered up our inventory. We're a little bit heavy, but not too heavy, to bring over there. We're going to schlep it over there, I think is the technical term. And yeah, and then from there, we're going to explore Coastal Highway, see if we can't find a heavy hammer anywhere. Unfortunately, it's a blizzard. So, kind of stuck here a little bit. So let's see. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything here. It's funny that this basin, it contains water that you can't drink, but it's like
Too heavy.
zero. I don't know. I mean, there's no water in it, but you can still take it. So that's kind of weird. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we were pretty comprehensive here. I might just grab charcoal while I'm here. And yeah, pretty sure we didn't leave anything behind, although like last time we completely missed this giant green metal container. So yeah, I don't know what we are gonna do during blizzard time because we're kind of stuck here. I guess we can read. Yeah, what was I thinking? What do we got? Survive the outdoors should be good. Ooh, Wilderness Kitchen, even better. Yeah, okay, let's read. All right, well, it's too dark to read now. As you can see, it was, wow, look at that. Look at that. We got our well-fed benefit. That is awesome. So, yeah, as you could see while we were reading, if you were watching, it got dark and we stumbled our way to the room with the bed before continuing reading because given the blizzardy nature and wolfy nightness around here, I do not want to venture out there in a blizzard at night. So we are going to hang out here tonight. It's now too dark to read, so no more reading for us. Just want to make sure there's nothing here that we should be tearing down. I guess we should be dropping these things, but actually I'm not going to bother with that right now. We're not going to be able to use them until after we forge, and that's still a ways off, so they'll cure. If I drop them, I might forget them here. So I'm going to leave them in my inventory for now. And yeah, I just don't think there's really much of anything for us to do right now. We can't make tea preparations. I guess we could light up a fire and make some actual teas, but that does not seem to be a worthwhile use of a match right now. So I think we are going to, let's just eat the rest of this potato. We ate part of it before. Get it out of our inventory here. We don't have a whole lot of food here right now, and we just got well fed, so we want to keep it, but we do have mostly full belly. It's night. It's late. I don't know. Let's just sleep and see what the morning brings. We're not going to get 10 hours. That's for sure, probably. Oh, look at that. We slept right through it. That's too bad. Slept through the aurora. Could have tried calling the trader, but pretty sure the trader is not around on day 9. So I don't think that would have made a difference anyway. So, yeah, let's drink some more. We're now awake. What time is it? It's getting on morning. Still got a lot of water. Good news is, it looks like we are not heavy anymore partly because of our well-fed bonus, so that's fantastic. I guess it's still too dark to read, so we'll pass time until it no longer is, which is now. And let's see if we can't just finish this cooking book. While the sun comes up. All right, so we finished that. Where are we at with cooking? Oh, yeah, we have level 2. We got level 2 last episode, so still got a ways to go to level 3. But, we're on our way. So, it's light out. It is nicer, I guess. It's not blizzarding. So let's take a look outside and see what it looks like out there. All right, it's cold, but it's not unbearably cold, so let's just go. A flyover? Yeah, it's a flyover. All right. Let's go back home. So I think what we are going to do is we're going to drop some of this stuff off. And then we are going to head... Let's go out on the lake where there's more visibility. It's foggy, but at least we can see a little bit better. I don't want to round the corner and stumble right onto a wolf. So we're going to go back to the little fishing village, the fishing cabins. And we are going to... Sounds like I don't know if you heard that. It sounds like a woodpecker. And we're going to drop our stuff. And then we are going to try to be systematic about exploring Coastal Highway to see if we can find that heavy hammer. And actually, before I do, I remember I think there's a landslide here that caused a traffic accident. And so I think there is a car here. That's probably worth taking a look at. Yeah, there it is. Maybe a heavy hammer in the trunk. I doubt it. Nothing in the trunk, in fact. Nothing in the back. Anything inside? Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing here. Oh, look at that. There's something there, but I can't get at it from the seat, so let me get in the passenger side. That's the first time I've ever... Oh, I can't get it from here either. Oh, look at that. There's a flare here, too. All right, that's actually a pretty good... I guess you get this from the back seat. There we go. Yeah, that's a pretty good haul for a car, actually. Let's open this. All right. And let's just walk through here.
Can't feel my feet.
Yeah, I know. It is cold. It's true. I agree. So we might stop off in the log sort again, just to, just to warm up. I was just thinking we should have probably taken the high road back. That would have solved some of our looting en route problems. The reason I didn't want to do that originally is that I was overweight already.
Freezing.
But with my well-fed bonus, I'm not. So, yeah, we could have done that. But we didn't, so, is what it is. And que sera, sera. it will be what it will be. And just want to give a quick call out to my son, who I used to play video games with all the time. Miss those days. A little bit. We never did play The Long Dark together, but he did introduce me to the game. He said this is something I would probably really like. It's not really his cup of tea, but he did used to watch me play every now and then. And recently he asked me for the link to the YouTube channel, so I sent it to him. So if you're listening out there, oh yeah, look at that, we got some rabbit here, so that's good. If you are listening, this episode's for you. Hopefully I don't die. All right. Yeah, let's just warm up a little bit here. Just take a quick nap. Yeah, not super warm, but warm enough. I'm gonna leave these here to cure. I don't want to be stinky. So, yeah, I mean, not super warm, but better than not warm at all, I guess, is in the scale of not warm to warm, we are really kind of neither. So heading over to little fishing cabins. Yeah, it's not a bad day actually. It's foggy, but it could be worse. Yesterday was worse, so yeah, could always be worse. So trying to think where that heavy hammer could be. And I don't know, the main areas that are more sort of industrial, where you might find something like a heavy hammer on this level, are obviously Quonset. I got some ominous music going on here. Hopefully there's nothing ominous up ahead. So obviously Quonset, there is an area. I mean, I guess any of the kind of the trailers could have it. Sometimes they have pry bars and other kind of tool-like equipment. So there's a few trailers we can check out. One of them is near the train, forget what they call it, but where the train line ends. And so maybe it's there. So I think we're going to head up there first, because it's on the western side of the map. The western side of the map. And we are near the western side of the map here. So we will just, yeah, I guess we'll dump our stuff. And then we'll figure out how to kind of try to hit all of the interesting spots.
Never felt so cold in my
in
life.
Coastal Highway. And just in case, just on the off chance, off chance, we did check out this boat earlier, but we did not look up here. It looks like the sun's coming out. We did not look up here. It's never been here. I've never seen it here. That was a flyover. Yeah, I've never seen it here, but I would hate to go all over the map and then it was just like right under my nose. So, all right, with that crossed off the list, as we do our looting, we're gonna grab a bunch of cattails too. We're gonna go up, I guess it's Bear Creek, and we'll grab a bunch of cattails from there. So that will be good too. I'll have some emergency food, other than those 2 rabbit meat chunks. All right, so that's where we're storing our stuff. right. So I'm gonna drink some water. It makes us even lighter. And we're not warming up all that fast. So I'm gonna just take a quick warm-up nap. That'll give us a little bit of sprint as well as we explore. And yeah, it's still not that warm. It's just not that warm any. We gotta find some better clothes. Oh, you know what else we're gonna leave here? We're gonna
All I
leave
can think about is food.
the flour because it's heavy. But we're gonna take one of the oats, whichever one is 67, and this one is 54. We're gonna take that one. Because I don't want to lose our well fed, and if we need to, we'll make some porridge. So that is what we're going to do. Let's eat our granola bar and our chips. And we're going to be, like I said, finding some cattails as well along the way. All right, let's see what the weather is like outside, and let's hope for something warm-ish. Not great, but it'll have to do. Okay, I think we're going to start by not like we're... Oh, I thought that was the hammer. Not like we're going to find a hammer over here, but let me see. Feels like -9. We can get a 3-degree warmth bonus by lighting a torch. So let's just do that. Alright. If we can keep it lit. Keeps us a little safer as well. So we're going to start by just heading like way over to this side of the map here, and we'll beachcomb a little bit along the way. We're not going to find a hammer beachcombing, obviously, but we might be able to find something else useful. Looks like there's something over there. And we're just going to chain these torches until we get too cold, then we're going to let it fire. Play it kind of a little bit dead man. Alright, this looks like a pile of planks or something. Not something useful to me, I think. No, not something useful to me. But let's keep walking along here. Looks like there's a deer up there. So right now oops. Wow. How did we drop that? Must have hit the left trigger a little bit accidentally. Alright. Yeah, that's a deer up there, so at least no wolf. Here's some beachcomb stuff. A fish. Is that a fish? No. Leather. That's a fish. I'll take it.
Cold is making my head feel thick.
Another fish. I'm gonna make myself a fire. Some cloth. Yeah, I mean, there's no wolves around here. I'm gonna make myself a fire. Gotta find a secluded area. These are pretty crappy torches. A secluded area where my fire won't burn out. And I'm gonna eat some fish. So this is the far end.
I'm so cold, I'm warming up again.
Yeah, this is the far edge of the map. So I'm going to head over here. And, you know, this is secluded on 2... Let's do it under here. This looks like it might be secluded from 3 directions. If I can get a fire right there. Right in there. Perfect. Alright, let's do it. Alrighty. Okay, so we still have 500 calories worth of salmon here, but I don't want to carry it with me because I don't want to be stinky. So we'll just have to remember that it's here. I pulled a bunch of torches, so that should be good. We're warm. I drank mostly filled up on water, but left a little room in case we need to drink some rosehip tea. I warmed up one tea. So, yeah, that's pretty good. You know what I didn't do was sketch, which I should have done, but I didn't. So, we will have to get this area maybe later. Look at that. Bunnies. Yeah, should have had my fire here. This is nice and secluded. Okay, note to self. Future reference. Alright, right now I am not in the market for bunnies. I have enough bunny pelts, I have enough bunny guts, I have enough bunny meat. I am looking for stuff. So we're just gonna go around the outside of the map here. See if we find any caves or anything like that. There's nothing over there. It'd be better if there was a... You know, if it was bird weather. It's too snowy for birds. They don't like to fly around in the snowy weather. Because if there were birds, we would be able to find corpses, carcasses. Not that the heavy hammer will be anywhere near a corpse or a carcass. But, you know, we're looking for other interesting stuff too. So I'm going to come up on this hill here. Oh, look at that, actually. I come up on the hills to get, like, a good vantage point. Nothing on them, though. But, yeah, nothing up here. Alright, heading back down and around. This is really kind of the tourist episode, I would say. Alright. I'm going to drink that hot tea before it cools down. Get a few extra... What? Didn't do anything. Wasn't that the hot tea? It wasn't. Shoot. Drank the wrong thing. Alright. Okay, nothing else up here. So we'll head down this way. To Bear Creek. And it's not called Bear Creek for nothing. Because there is in fact a bear cave along Bear Creek. So we're going to leave all the cattails on that side of this creek. So we'll just grab these ones. So do a little cattail run here. On our way up, there is a little cabin up here that we will check out on our way up to the train thingy place. Alright, that I believe is the bear cave. And it's probably not a super smart thing to do, but there are some good saplings here, so... So we're gonna grab them. Oops. Okay, well, I did not realize that harvesting saplings extinguishes your torch. Good to know. Oh, it's too windy. Okay, it wasn't the saplings. It was the wind blew out our torch. But yeah, that was pretty good. Bunch of saplings. It's not nothing. And in the wind shade, it's not too cold either. There's something up there. I saw it moving. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just the wind blowing the leaves of a tree. That is weird. It looked a little bit like a deer, like bounding away from something. And I saw something else that looked like it was wolfy in nature. I don't know. I hear a lot of wolves howling, and I don't hear one howling right here. So I'm guessing there isn't one right here. But you know how that goes, right? Just when you don't expect a wolf, one shows up to put a damper on your fun. Alright, some coal. So let's keep moving along here. Oh, there was a wolf. There was a wolf. I knew I saw something. Okay, he's heading away from me. So that is good for me. Alright, let's keep heading up here. Okay, so this is Bear Creek. We successfully got by the bear cave. Bear was not home. Grabbed his saplings, which I'm sure he would have guarded had he been home. And successfully noticed a wolf and navigated past him. This is the Bear Creek campground. No longer warming up. But let's take a look. I doubt
to find some place to escape this cold.
Yeah, I know, it's getting colder. I doubt I will find a heavy hammer in here. But I might find something else interesting. Other than a stick or two. What's this? Oh, just part of a picnic table. I don't see much of anything over here.
So cold. Just want to lay down for a bit.
No, don't lay down here. There is a spot further up where you can rest your weary head. I mean, sometimes there's, you know, a backpack or something. Like, I don't see anything. Okay, well, nothing in the campground. Not today. Okay, well, we've seen all that stuff. Alright, we're gonna go up this route. This is where the creek kind of splits in half. There's the westward and the eastward side, and we're on the eastward side of the creek. just for completion's sake, we're going to take a quick look down here, see if there's any cattails we missed. No, I think we got them all. All right. So up this way, hidden from view, there is a little slice of paradise. And we're actually going to take these rabbits because we're probably going to sleep here tonight and we will want breakfast tomorrow. Oops. Well, that was unsuccessful, but maybe they'll be back. Yeah, so a little slice of paradise that I like to call, like, rabbit cabin or something. Yeah, somehow I did not manage to hit him. Okay. I'm going to try this one more time here. Actually, we're going to keep trying it until we get it, because... There we go. Thank you, rabbit. Thank you, rabbit, for your sacrifice. Where's your brother? Where is your brother? Meanwhile, let's look behind this in case there's anything interesting. I wonder if we can get up here. Almost. Not quite. Okay, I don't see your brother. I'll drop you. I do hear a deer, though. With the little kind of deer noise that they make. Yeah, I know I'm getting cold. I know I'm losing condition. But I'm not losing it so fast that I can't recover it, and nothing like a good meal to help recover it. If I can find that other rabbit. There he is. I knew he'd be around somewhere. Here he is. Awesome. Alright. Okay. Rabbit for breakfast tomorrow. Alright, let's head inside. Okay, what did I say I like to call this place? I guess I like to call it cabin. I like to call it cabin. Call out for cabin. It's like a cabin on a hill where there are rabbits around. So rabbit cabin, or maybe like a cabin in the woods, since there are trees around.
Maybe I can make something
look
out
at
of
that
this.
broth and sardines that I actually won't mind eating. Okay, well that was pretty good. Looking in every nook and cranny here. No heavy hammer, but I mean, you know, can't expect miracles. Alright, so I'll leave the broth outside because it keeps better that way. I'm gonna put it over here.
Goddamn freezing.
Mostly because I plan to light a fire over here, and I don't want the broth to be too close or it will potentially burn. Alright, Now that we're in here, let's tear down these rabbits. All right. Oh, look at that. It looks like an aurora out there. So actually, first of all, I'm gonna drop this meat outside. Now, look at that. That's pretty. But also, I'm stinky, and so I probably should not stay out here too long. And it's cold. So I'll head back inside. I notice there's a computer in this cabin. And when there's an aurora, we'll just drop this stuff too. And when there's an aurora, sometimes there's something interesting on the computer. Looks like there is, but I can't quite read it. Normally it'll be a buffer memory or something like that, but maybe the aurora hasn't really come into full swing just yet. So, I don't know, it feels like it kind of has, but let's give it another little bit. I wonder if I could read. I wonder if it's bright enough to read during this aurora in this cabin. Let's see. There we go. Yes, it is. And now you hear the crackling, and now you see this thing is really lit up. So let's check it out. Yeah, with prices as they are, that pays to fish, but only if I can get the damn things into a into my boat. The funding and supplies to refit, they promised, if I helped with that fish survey, don't seem to be showing up. And at this rate, I'm better off them sending me chewing gum to patch up my dory. Or you can use tip-ups. Tip-ups work pretty well. So we'll probably do that later. But that is a buffer memory. And you can get an achievement, I think, or something for collecting them all. I don't know where they all are. But yeah, you can. So I'm still not super tired. How much food do I actually have? Oh, I got a lot of food because I got my cattails, I got my sardines. Yeah, I got enough food. Okay, so let's do some reading and then we will go to sleep. Okay, too dark to read now. The aurora is now over. Let's see. We're going to have rabbit for breakfast, but that's going to require fire. So let's eat the sardines. Let's drink some water. I think that's probably enough. We can eat a cattail in the morning if we can't get the rabbits on fast enough. And let's sleep for 10 hours. I didn't check the calories, so hopefully it is enough. Yeah, it was. Okay, great. Let's drink some water. Excellent.
Never been so hungry in my life.
Oh, you've been hungrier than this, Will. You have been way hungrier than this. All right, so there's a bunch of stuff here. Let's leave it to cure a little bit longer. Let's exit here and see what the weather's like outside. Yeah, decent weather for a fire. So let's light up a torch. Let's see about finding a good place for this fire. There we go, that's a good spot. And that looks good. So we didn't get far. Whoops. I'm really failing my fires. I don't really know why. We did not get very far yesterday, but we are making our way up the creek. And
Come on.
wow,
Come
seriously?
on.
That's crazy. We are making our way up the creek and picking up cattails along the way. And
Come on.
we'll head up to where the train derailment thing is, and then we'll head back down the other side. There we
That
go.
did it.
What's the temperature? -9. So we can get by with sticks. So pop a bunch of sticks on there. Get some water going. Start cooking up some rabbit. I think that'll be faster. Nope. Which one is smaller? 1 kilo. 0.8 kilos. Okay, that one's smaller. 30 minutes, huh? Okay. Okay. I'm gonna drink a little bit of this broth. And I think we still have some because I think... Oh no, we drank it all. Okay, that's fine. Gives us a warming up benefit. Gonna light this torch and grab our hot teas. And let's go. We still have stuff here. We have to remember where we left our stuff. We'll have to come back and pick it up at some point. Meantime, we'll continue our cattail harvesting mission where we left off. This will help us keep our well fed for sure. Yeah, it's actually kind of nice out. It's pretty warm. I guess partly it's because we drank that hot broth. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape. We actually left a rock up there with that rabbit, so pick one up. I hear some birds, but I don't see them. Sounds like they're coming vaguely from this direction. Swap out my torch. Who knows what's just over this rise? There they are. So, something over here. What could it be? It's a carcass, I think. Could be a corpse. Oh, it looks like a corpse. Alright, make sure there's no wolves around. Anything on you? Nope. Grab the feathers. Oh, I think I saw a wolf. Did I? Not sure. Okay. Well, we'll find out if he comes after us. Alright, so another corpse with nothing on him. Over there. When we come back this way to pick up our stuff that's curing in the rabbit cabin, we will take a high road, like an even higher road, because sometimes there's some saplings over there too, which we can grab. I don't know if there's like an optimal route for looting Coastal Highway, but I figure we're going to get established here. Probably going to have a mid to long-term base here, especially with the trader, because we're going to want to trade with him, and he's based here. I mean, the weather is really holding up nicely for us. Just occurred to me that I don't think I even have a stick, so having a torch to tear down is probably not a bad thing. Okay, no more cattails right there, but further up, yeah, one right there. It may seem strange to be spending all this time harvesting cattails, but each cattail stalk is worth 150 calories, so that adds up pretty quickly, and they never go bad. They never spoil. I'm also taking the cattail heads as well, which can be used as tinder, so cattails are the gift that keeps on giving. All right. Oops, I missed one. All right, pretty sure we got them all. So now we're gonna head up this little hill here. And then we will head over to where the train tracks end. Well, it's getting late in the day. How did that happen? I don't know how that happened. I guess we were up late last night, so we slept in today. So this, by the way, is, since it's late, may as well use some energy. This is the transit point to, let me just swap out my torch for a better one. Yeah, this is the transit point to Ravine, which leads to Mystery Lake. FYI, we are not going there right now, but if we ever want to, that is how we go. I do not think there's a heavy hammer in... Well, there might be one in Ravine, actually. I do not think there's one in Mystery Lake. There might be one in Ravine, and if we don't find one here in Coastal, we may end up heading over there. Alright, I'm gonna hoof it over this way a little bit. It doesn't matter if we lose some of our tiredness, because it's getting late-ish in the afternoon, and we are going to probably have to sleep again pretty soon once it gets late. But first, let's check out this area here. Make sure that we have really given it a look-see. Okay, look at that. There is an individual over here. Of course, he's got nothing, so hard to say whether that was worth it or not. Here's one of those trailers. So sometimes they have equipment behind them. Not this time. Alright, we'll swap out that torch. Grab that. Head inside. Oh, it looks like we're actually warming up even outside with the torch. So it is a nice warm evening. I'm going to just do a quick job on this. We can burn that.
Could end up being useful.
Oh, worn wool sweater. Yeah, I'm definitely going to put that on. But maybe not there.
I'd better find some water.
Yeah. Definitely going to put that on. Okay. Anything under there? Thin wool sweater is great. I'm going to need to repair that, but not right now. Finish looting this out, and then we're going to head down the hill. I don't see anything else here. Go one more quick look, and look inside the crate. No, I don't see anything else in here. Alright, drink some water. And then head out. Alright, well, we're coming back into, as we head back down this hill. Oh, we're actually warming up here. We are going to be coming back into wolfy territory. I wish I really had time to sketch all this stuff out, but I do not. So coming into wolfy territory here, so we need to make sure that we always have a torch on us. And if the wind kicks up suddenly, well, then we will probably need to get the flare out. Alright, so we're going to head. Let me grab this. Okay. Alright, we're going to swap this out now. And we're going to head under here, under this bridge. I'll look both ways. Nothing up here. Okay. So we're going to head under this bridge, and it should take us to another trailer area. I hear the wolves howling. They don't seem to be very close. But there are often wolves like right here near this trailer, so I just need to be careful. Give it a good once over here. There's the trailer. I don't see anything moving. Alright, I'm gonna call it good. I'm also gonna look for more reishi, because all these stumps you'd think there would be. There's some. So we'll take that. We'll take that. And see about over here. More reishi over here. Wow, it is a nice evening, and I'm not that tired. I don't know that I really want to call it a night here, because it really is pretty warm out. Alright, well, let's head inside. and see what this trailer has to offer. Marine flare. I'll take that. A couple of pieces of cloth. Book. Alright, running low on torches here. And we're going to want to settle in for the night at some point. Soon-ish. Double check. Yeah. Okay. Let me grab that torch too. Still warm. Still not super tired. Still decent visibility. I mean, it's still light out. I mean, not great visibility, if I'm being honest. But there is another cabin over this way that sometimes has rabbits, and we could do the same thing we did yesterday. If we can make it there. I think it's up this way. If we can make it there, we can have the rabbits for dinner and or breakfast. So we'll see about that. I also hear some birds. So some crows circling something. Carcass? Corpse? Who knows? Alright, there's the cabin. See if we see some rabbits. Yeah, I'm happy to be suddenly starting to get some botanicals for some teas. It's going to be important to have that. Oh, there's rabbit. Okay. Alright, I'm going to put this out. It is very warm. Ooh, I missed him. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy. Easier if they're coming towards you, huh? Oh, come on now. Really? Coming back for more, are ya? Coming back for more, are ya? This time, I'm gonna get ya. Yeah. Excellent. I did get ya. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Your sacrifice will not be in vain. Now, where is your brother? Maybe he learned to stay away? Okay, while we're waiting for him to come back, let's go look over here. There's some reishi. And there's that corpse. See if he's got anything on him. Nothing on him. Okay. Now here's why you always want to look around. Because I do believe there actually is something around here somewhere. Oh, look at Karen. Story's not yet written, like most of them. Hmm. Thought there was like sometimes there's a backpack here, but it looks like not today. There's that other rabbit. Alright. It's a pretty good shot, if I do say so myself. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Okay, let's go grab the other rabbit carcass. And let's head, just circle around here just to see if there's anything. Okay, and since there don't appear to be any wolves up here, I can just do another quick run up here to see about these reishi right here, or this one, I should say. Alright, and let's head inside. And we are going to call that an episode. So we are at this new location, new cabin. Actually, before we call it an episode, since it's so warm outside, let's just do a quick sketch so that we know where we are. We're not going to be able to. Okay, we'll do that tomorrow. All right, like I said, we're going to call that an episode. Wow, that was weird. This just changed from like a tall thing. You can see where these things used to be to a short thing. That is so weird. Okay, we're going to go out and come back in again. See if that happens again. Sorry, just that was pretty strange. Nope, I guess it's short now from now on. Okay, well, like I was saying, we're going to call that an episode. We are in a cabin. We are, comprehensively going through Coastal Highway, and we found a lot of good stuff, actually. And when we resume in the next episode, before we go to sleep for the night, we are going to tear down these rabbits and do a little bit of housekeeping, loot out this cabin, and then we will spend the night here. We'll probably start a fire and cook the rabbits, and we'll spend the night here, and then we will go on our merry way and explore the rest of Coastal Highway looking for that all-important heavy hammer. If you like this episode, give us a like. If you want to know when the next one drops, please subscribe, and please, if you have anything to say, or if you just want to say hi, slap a comment in there. Love to read those, and we will see you in the next episode.